As we enter the final week of the regular season, it all comes down to this. One win and in. One win away from the college football playoff. One win away from a home college football playoff game. But standing in the way of that one win is a team with absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Southern California Trojans, another chapter in a storied rivalry.
Tomorrow, we beat Southern Cal. You will be that driving force to motivate those coaches and those players to beat Southern Cal.
By Samarja, inside the 20, inside the 10, he's going in! Notre Dame has scored!
Go, 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 go! You will be that driving force to motivate those coaches and those players to beat Southern Cal.
Notre Dame is relevant again.
The 20, the 10, fire, rocket, touchdown!
Notre Dame is number one.
It's a game of who's going to flinch first. We know that isn't going to be Notre Dame.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Landon Traylor, joined by Dylan Kearns, Logan Traylor, and John Richards. Notre Dame travels to LA to face their bitter rival, the USC Trojans. I don't care how bad either team has been in the past. This is always a big game. I wish it was played at the Saturday after Thanksgiving every single year, regardless of the location. JR, we have seen it so many times, you more than us, where this game ruins a season for another team. Number one versus number two, two usually loses, or the loser usually is done. They don't win the national title.
Yeah, you want to talk about college football rivalries. Everybody, Alabama, Auburn, Ohio State, Michigan. Those are great regional rivalries. Nothing against them, but this is the longest interstate rivalry in all of college football. I think there's almost close to 25 national championships between the two programs. I don't know how many Heisman winners, but there have been multiple times where this game has decided the fate of the national champion, either the winner or they end up being the loser. Or a blemish is put on somebody's record. I think most recently in 2022, Lincoln Riley's first year, they beat us to go 11-1, which helped their case. But most recently in my lifetime, in '88, I was 12 years old when number one Notre Dame went out to number two USC in the Coliseum, and Notre Dame just put on a physical display. And they pounded them into submission. But, time and time again, I think going back to after World War II, 48, 66, 73, 75, 77, 88, 95, 2005 with the Bush push. There are so many times that there are national implications, not just with the national championship, but with the Heisman too. Because look at Jordan Love. I'm not going to say he's going to enter the Heisman race or win the Heisman, but this is a game where somebody, Riley Leonard, could pop on the scene and start getting some recognition. It's a great game. Trojan man's going to be difficult to beat. The line is, I don't know, somewhere around 6, 7. I'm not quite sure. I heard 4.5 when it opened. It jumped up to 7.5 last night. I'm not sure, but regardless of what it is, it's going to be a difficult task, no matter what the standing, who the coach, who the players. It's rivalry. It's rivalry week. Sorry, let's get it on.
Right. If that line is true, that is the lowest line since we were underdogs against Louisville. All the way back in September. That is crazy to think about. Logan, go ahead.
7.5.
That's still low. That's still really low. Logan, from a coaching perspective, how do you not look ahead to what is inevitably next if we were to win this game, a home college football playoff game? How do you stay focused for your biggest rival?
I think you realize what's ahead of you, and you can't focus on that. you got to focus on each day this week and making sure that you're maximizing every opportunity to improve and get better, prepare at the highest level. I'm not too worried about that. As Freeman talks about, just taking one step at a time, winning the interval. When you go to Southern California, I think that there's already going to be enough motivation as is. If we were playing somebody else, we were playing a Virginia or Louisville this week, I'd be worried. But I think our guys understand, the gratitude of not only, the game itself, but what's on the line.
Mhm.
And, as a coach, you would feel confident just the way your team's playing, but just making sure that, like I said, you're just maximizing every day to where you're focused on USC rather than looking ahead, because that's when you're going to get in trouble. But with this team, Freeman said it. It's like every week for us has been a playoff week, and that's how I think they're viewing it.
Absolutely. No doubt about that one. And, this rivalry means so much. We don't do well there. And I think that's also another thing. The seniors on this team, quite frankly, they got embarrassed the last time they went to Southern California. So I think maybe that might resonate with them. They know that in the back of their mind. Hey, this ain't gonna happen again. We're different now. Dylan, you've talked about trap games all year long. This is the ultimate trap game, my friend.
I wouldn't even say it's a trap game, if we're being honest here. I think this is a game that we knew would be a tough test. Even when we were going through our season preview, we're like, man, we got to go to Southern Cal to end the year.
Right.
Like, it's not a trap. Like, a trap is a game where you're looking ahead. I guess you are still technically looking ahead to playoff, but you can't get there if you don't win this game. So I want to go back. This is kind of a stupid thing to tie into, but I'm going to do
Oh
it.
boy.
Remember, so just last week, the Browns, they won on Thursday Night Football in the snow. Jameis Winston, Kevin Stefanski. What did they say after the game? One play at a time to win a game, right? They preached one play at a time. Both of them said the same jargon, right? And you never want to pull a Jameis quote. But when they say those things, it actually means true. Notre Dame has to take things one play, one game at a time. You cannot get any further than that. So I see you guys made that point of not looking ahead. Don't get too diving deep into what's to come, because nothing will come if you don't get out of here. So I hope that they go in there and find a way to win. It is a tough test, 2,100 miles, big travel going that far. So hopefully the boys are ready. They've looked good every week so far.
I think we will be ready. But I am more than worried. I'm more worried than I have been in a while about a Notre Dame football game. I wasn't worried about Navy. I wasn't worried about Army at all. I was a little worried about Georgia Tech. But I'm worried. We have 4 wins at USC in the last 24 years. 2000, 2010, 2012, and 2018. We don't do well there. Historically, we don't do well there. Currently, we don't do well there. And we just don't, plain and simple, we don't do well on the road there. And this is the type of game that we have seen in the past. Now, I really love what Marcus Freeman's doing. Coach Freeman, fantastic. I love it. JR, factually and given his track record, this is the type of game that we have seen it that he drops.
Yeah, it could happen. We just flew to New York. Now we're flying back across the country to LA. We had a significant injury that I'm sure you're probably going to touch on later.
Right.
All the pressure is on us. They have literally no pressure on them. This is really their Super Bowl. They can make their entire season by beating us and keeping us out of the playoff, building some momentum in recruiting. Lincoln Riley can build some capital there, saying he can beat the rival. It definitely could happen. Dylan, going to your point, I literally have written down for one of my keys, play the next play. Play the next play. You can't get caught up in what you did wrong. You have to stay so focused and so detailed, so concentrated on your mission. You just got to focus on the play. And if something bad happens, move on to the next one. If something good happens, erase that out of your memory too. focus on the next play. That's a really good point because I think it's important going into USC.
Absolutely. Good stuff there. Love how you guys tied that in there. Stefanski, one of my favorites in the NFL. You know, he ain't doing too well, but I don't think it's necessarily on him. On the season, the Trojans are 6-5. They opened with a 27-20 win over LSU in Las Vegas, Nevada. They would beat Utah State 48-40 and then would fall at Michigan 27-24 on the road, but would bounce back with a 38-21 victory over Wisconsin. And then a brutal 3-game losing streak that put a damper on the Trojan season. One could say there was a hole in the rubber. 24-17 at Minnesota, row the boat. 33-30 in overtime against Tickle Me Sandusky Penn State. And then a 29-28 loss at Maryland, which has to be the worst loss of the season. Maryland not going to a bowl this year, and they were upset by 1 point on the road in a half-full stadium. So they would, however, would get back on track with a 42-20 win over Rutgers. Dylan called that. They would fall 26-21 at Washington. Another loss that just kind of They would beat Nebraska 28-20. And then last week would beat another bitter rival, UCLA in the Rose Bowl, 19-13. Their losses on the year is by a total of 19 points. All losses have been by 7 points or less. They don't get blown out. They do. That's a fact. They do not get blown out at all. 19 points all season long is their total. They made a quarterback change after the Washington debacle. Miller Moss on the year went 233 for 362, 2,555 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Those stats aren't really like, oh, he needs to be benched. I mean, quite frankly, we'd love to have a 2,000-yard passing quarterback. However, they made the change to Jaden Mavia. He started Nebraska and UCLA on the season through 2 games. 52 for 81, 546 yards. They're really letting this kid air it out. 4 touchdowns and an interception. A guy to keep your eye on for the Trojans is Woody Marks, the running back. 192 carries, 1,100 yards, and 9 touchdowns on the season. Their best receivers on the year. Very, very explosive. Mekhi Lemon, Zach Branch, and Kyron Hudson. Those guys have extreme speed. They could explode at any time. We've seen it all year long in the LSU game. The dude made a one-handed grab. I mean, I think our secondary is going to be tested this game, unlike we have been in a long time, especially without Benjamin Morrison. That's going to hurt us. And then, of course, with the injury to Kingston, that's going to hurt as well. I know he's not secondary, but that injury could play a factor in Saturday afternoon's game. The Trojans, they score 30 points per game. There's not an issue on offense for the Trojans. They have 285 pass yards per game with 144 rushing and a -2 turnover ratio. Therein lies one of the problems for the Trojans. A 222 pass yards allowed per game. This is the key. Their pass defense has gotten worse as the season has gotten on. 300 plus to LSU, Maryland, and Washington. They gave up over 400 passing yards to Penn State in overtime. 130 rush yards allowed per game. This has kind of been a steady mid, if you will. It's not great, but it's not awful either. Their worst has to be 290 to Michigan. In that game, they only gave up 32 passing yards to the Wolverines. And then 193 rush yards to Minnesota. Logan, this might be one of the games that we have to say to Riley Leonard, you're going to have to win us this game when our defense gets stops, because I don't think their rush defense is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a big stage for Riley and why we brought him in. And, with the banged up team, which we've had basically all year, big time players make big time plays. And I think Riley's playing with a confidence right now that we haven't seen, basically the first half of the season. So you don't pay them millions of dollars in NIL to come in here and to lose to USC, that's for sure. But the way our offensive line has performed and has dominated, I don't know if USC doesn't know what they're going to see Saturday. Our offensive line has been really good. It's been physical, granted, against lower level teams, but they've done a tremendous job. And, it just goes back to, you brought up the secondary, being banged up and losing Asa. Not even going to try to pronounce his last name, but you have guys like Jaden Osbury making plays left and right. So Al Golden has done a heck of a job with a banged up defense all year, getting those guys in, to perform, even though they, may have not been ready. They had been thrown to the fire, and they've, in my opinion, have done a hell of a job. We got to be confident in who we are. And I think that's the not biggest key, but biggest, thing that we need to understand is, confidence goes a long way. And I feel like this team is finally believing not only in themselves, but in the coaching that they're receiving. So everybody's on the same page. And when that happens, when everybody's bought in, you usually find success somehow, some way.
Kingston Valamu Asa. Dylan and I probably could have done that. We say names for a living.
Yeah. It's an easy one for it.
Right. I know no, I didn't even hear you. That's an easy one for Dylan and I from what we're used to seeing. On the series, the Irish lead at 49-37 with 5 ties. As I mentioned, just 4 wins in the last 24 years at Southern California. In 2010, the Irish would win at 20-16, It was their first win at USC since 2000 and their first win over USC since 2001.
Robert Hughes,
Jonas Gray had a big touchdown as well in that ball game. Harrison Smith made an interception to seal it off. We'll play the highlights.
Was it pouring?
Yes, it was pouring down rain all game long. We'll play the highlights for you as I usually do.
And Tommy Reese, and he'll get the call. Hughes up the middle, touchdown, Notre Dame. You talk about answering that field goal drive by USC. Notre Dame did it. Mustaine pressured, throwing to the end zone. Intercepted by Harrison Smith. And Notre Dame won't let this one slip away.
In 2011, USC would win it 31-17 in the first night game in Notre Dame Stadium in 21 years.
The fullback, now in motion. Barkley's going to throw, and wide open for an easy touchdown is Randall Tuff for the tight end. The game, George Foreman. Barkley for the end zone, again wide open, no contest. Robert Woods for the touchdown. Turned the tables thus far. Atkinson returns the kick. And Atkinson with a nice return. Now breaks to the sideline, got by the kicker, and now racing down the sideline. Atkinson for the touchdown! 96 yards. George Atkinson has suddenly lit a fire under Notre Dame. Oh my! Follow the football. Still loose. Picked up. Starling, the safety, racing to the end zone. Jawanza Starling of SC for the touchdown. Here's a running play to Jonas Gray. And Gray down the sideline for the touchdown. Using a Zach Martin block. Pump once, go to the end zone. Open man, Woods for the SC touchdown.
In 2012, Notre Dame completed its magical undefeated season by defeating USC 22-13.
Roby will come over to the field. Handoff Riddick, end zone for the Irish. No, the running, they didn't get there. Farley came up over the top. Red checks back in as the running back. He's behind the fullback. Play action, roll right, throw, diving incomplete. A goal line stand for the ages for the Fighting Irish. Takes him down, and the Fighting Irish have finished an undefeated regular season.
2013 with Ed Orgeron after they fired Lane Kiffin. There's a little nugget for you. Coach O at USC. Notre Dame won it 14-10 in a defensive slugfest.
As the Irish try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive here, Reese going to the end zone, and at the goal line for the score is Troy Nicholas. 1st and 10, ball at the 11. Reese lofted it up to TJ Jones for the touchdown.
And then in 2014 at Southern California, the Trojans would steamroll the Irish 49-14.
Kessler looking up the sideline. Touchdown, George Farmer. Kessler over the middle. Touchdown. Adoree Jackson. Kessler looking in the end zone. Farmer again. Golson lines up, and it's intercepted. Gerald Bowman gets the midfield. And quick blowing games down the stretch. First down and goal in the end zone. Touchdown. Darius Rogers. Here's Golson. Pump fake. Hit as he throws, and intercepted again. This time it's Aguilar. Turns it up inside, making people miss. Aguilar, touchdown. Here's Kessler. Delivers. Caught. Juju. Out of bounds. 9-yard line. Cody Kessler, big first half, 5 touchdowns, looking for 6. Kessler in the end zone. Telford there. You run that up tempo. As they run it with Davis. And a touchdown.
In 2015, Notre Dame won a shootout with Will Fuller, Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, this game right here, 2015, had the stars out. Notre Dame won it 41-31.
Kessler feels the pressure going down the sidelines, and it is complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. And also a part of special teams. They fake it to him. Kessler rolling to his right and in for the opening score. After taking over for the injured Malik Zaire. Play action on first down, going deep downfield, and Will Fuller on the opening play for Notre Dame is going to go all the way. True freshman playing on this Trojan defense as Prosise gets the call again. And another big game for Prosise into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I apologize.
Oh, it's a block. Alvarado's punt is blocked, and Notre Dame is all over it for another score. Adding to the illustrious history of this rivalry, Kessler begins, and here we go. Jalen Green downfield, and he's got Juju Smith-Schuster, and Notre Dame fooled again. Adoree Jackson, and Jackson slices up, and Jackson could be gone. There's the speed of Adoree Jackson, and another huge play. And on the ground, picking up the first down is Jones, and he's in the clear. Ronald Jones trying to outrace the last Notre Dame defender, but they fake it to Madden. Kessler floats it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. He gives it to Prosise inside the 5 and fighting for yardage. Touchdown, Irish. Running back. Double pass. Yep, here we go. Torrey Hunter, double pass coming on downfield. And that is Alize Jones. Corey Robinson to the near side. He's the guy they like to go to in these situations. And Robinson hauls it in. Pump once, and downfield goes Kessler. And what a play! Intercepted by Kivari Russell. Kessler, plenty of time. Ball batted, and it's intercepted by Max Redfield.
In 2016, USC would win it 45-27 in a game that was never in doubt.
Games at one time. That's a skill set. Here's Ronald Jones. Turns the corner. Puts a foot in the ground. See you later. 21. That's Tyler Newsom. No problem with the snap there. And he's able to get it away. Takes a bounce. Here's Adoree Jackson. Trying to set USC up, and then some. Punt return, touchdown. He's missed on his last 4, but clearly they haven't all been his fault. Kaiser to throw, intercepted. It's picked off. Ajene Harris to the house. It's important too because Adoree Jackson just checked in on offense. That's him in the backfield. Darnold looking his way and throwing his way. Jackson gets outside down the sideline. Stays on his feet. He's going to go all the way. Adoree Jackson. How many different ways can this guy...
Good to see those two have a light moment on the sideline.
7 losses by a total of 32 points for Notre Dame coming into this one. Been in every game, and they're in this game. And here's Adoree Jackson. Leaps over one man. Has one more man to beat. Got a block. Adoree Jackson, touchdown again. So first and goal. After the PI, and there it's easy. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, USC.
In 2017, the Irish would pay them back with a 49-14 throttling of the Trojans.
Just a winner. Terrific athlete. Lost the snap. Mishandled it. Lost right away of 5 yards. Tavon Cody in there. He comes away with the ball, and the Irish have it.
That on reversing.
More of that will help Notre Dame's passing attack. Wimbush first down with time. Firing end zone. It is touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown.
So important.
From the 23, Wimbush rips it. It is caught. Touchdown. Kevin Stepherson is drastically different from a year ago as Adams runs up the middle. He's got so many big runs this year. Can he take this home? He's gone. Touchdown again, Josh Adams. 15-yard line, it's 3rd and 7. Adams just seeking space, looking for the end zone again. Another Notre Dame touchdown. Adams makes it 48 points on this magnificent night of offensive dominance.
And then in 2018, the Irish would complete another undefeated regular season in Southern California by winning it 24-17 in kind of a weird game. I remember Dylan and I talking about that game years and years ago. We were down 10-0 early, and then Ian Book lowered his shoulder to get the first down on 4th down to start kind of getting momentum for the Irish.
15th in the nation in touchdown efficiency in the red zone.
Now Pei picks his way, barrels forward, and scores! As the Trojans take it to the end zone in the first possession.
The outside cannot do it.
Book for Fink. Over the shoulder catch. Touchdown as the Irish finally break through. What a pitch and catch. Tremendous ambassador for this program. Now Williams finally has some room. Dexter Williams in the clear. And in the end zone as Notre Dame takes the lead. Wind the play clock down before snapping it on 3rd and 6. Jones is the back. He's got it again. And Jones a lot of room. Tony Jones makes a cut. Gets a block. And scores! Is that the play that will seal the playoff bid for Fighting Irish?
2019 was a 30-27 Irish victory.
3 receivers this side with Claypool coming that way. And Book throwing on the cross. It is Kmet. It is end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The NFL star. There's a little flip to Lindsey trying to use his speed on the edge. He got Grant Christian right to the end. And there was Lindsey. Down the sideline, Lindsey. The Oregon track star. Will they break the tape and get into the end zone? Notre Dame touchdown. Forward hitter Michael Pittman Jr. Explosive receiver. Slovis taking a shot downfield. And it's brought in by St. Brown for the touchdown. USC has struggled. Got to find a red zone touchdown. Slovis up top. Vaughns with a catch. And a USC touchdown. Tyler Vaughns. He's going to throw. He's going to run. Book taking off for the end zone. Touchdown in Book. Over to kick to the wide side of the field. Notre Dame brings its players over. Here's the kick, the big bounce, and waiting for it is Notre Dame's tight end, Brock Wright.
2021 was a 31-16 Notre Dame victory.
Well, you see the bunch up at top. You see Michael Mayer here at the point.
See if that ends up being a matchup that Jack Cohn likes.
Throws back in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame, Avery Davis. For Quinton Slovis in the USC offense. Slovis on hit, and it's intercepted by Bo Bauer out of the air. Bauer got a block. Bauer with speed at midfield, being chased by Slovis. Bauer at the 20, tries to stiff arm, down at the 5.
And then in 2022, USC would win it 38-27.
Its last 5 games comes out humming here. Empty backfield. Williams steps up and now flips it to a man, and the catch is made by Taj Washington. Touchdown, USC. Trojans right down the field to strike first. Ron Cellini has returned to the game for the SC defense. Off the play fake, Pine launches to the end zone. Jump ball caught. Touchdown, Michael Mayer. Jones is, but he swapped. Williams fooled me. Fooled the defense, kept it. A keeper for a touchdown. And a fumble on the exchange, and the Trojans have it. Raylan Goforth has Brown has it, and he'll just walk in. Nobody over there in that corner, and USC pulling away from the Irish. Pine will launch downfield. Caught, touchdown! Dion Colsey. Tight into the backfield, they fake it to him. Williams on the move. He'll just saunter into the end zone, looking back at the Irish defense. Putting a touchdown. Again, lots of time against the 4-man rush. Pine trying to create, now is rushed and delivers late over the middle, and it's intercepted. Kalen Bullock, the first real mistake throwing the ball by the quarterback. Williams keeps it, first down, touchdown! That's a hat trick of rushing touchdowns for Williams.
And last season at Notre Dame Stadium, Notre Dame knocked off unbeaten top 10 USC 48-20.
Trying to start a little better this week as it is intercepted right down the middle of the defense. It's Watts, Xavier Watts with the pick, and he is still on his feet now as he takes this football down inside the 15. Hartman drops, fires, and this pass is caught. This is Payne, and Payne goes in for the Notre Dame touchdown.
Trojan team just to relax and execute ball plays.
Williams, pressure, able to elude that, and then throws an interception. It's Watts again. Now Watts trying to take it to the house as he takes a shot right there near the goal line, and they're going to mark him out at the 2. Heavy formation for Notre Dame. Hand the football straight up the middle. Touchdown, Audric Estime. 2nd and 10. SC needs points for the conclusion of this first half. Williams, pressured, retreats, and now he throws another interception. It's Benjamin Morrison who... Williams going to run the option and just pitch this thing away. It's Marshawn Lord who has all kinds of speed. Now he shows up a burst and goes in for the SC touchdown. Play action for Hartman. Now Hartman looking deep down the field towards Tyree, and that pass is caught, and in for the touchdown goes Chris Tyree.
Doing the math, okay, it's 31-20. Okay, we need a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal in time, and we got plenty of time to do it.
2-possession game, and here we go. This is Price bringing it out, trying to return of his own. Now Jadarian Price turning on the Jets. 20-10 touchdown Notre Dame. Wow. Now Bertrand moves to another guy. Williams is going down. He is met, hit, just trying to get rid of that football. Jalen Sneed. Williams drops, flips it to the outside. Williams lost the football, ball is loose, and it's scooped up. Watts into the end zone. Have a night.
On the all-time against Notre Dame at home, USC is 24-20-3. So they know how to win at USC. Their record at Notre Dame isn't all that great either, but we tend to struggle historically there, and that is just a fact. JR, 3 keys to the game here in Southern California on Saturday afternoon.
I mean, we've hit on a lot of them.
Yeah.
We've really have Logan, Stars, time to shine. USC, Notre Dame, prime time, Thanksgiving. I mean, what bigger does it get than that? Turnovers, line of scrimmage. You got to pressure the quarterback. I mean, I can go on and on and on here. Can't play from behind. I think the most important thing, though, guys, is to go to Southern Cal and play loose and play free. If we go there with the pressure on our backs, you know, everything mounting tight, and we're going to crumble. We're going to buckle. If we go there and we just keep doing what we've been doing, we're going to be fine. I don't want to get too technical. And, you know, I really honestly think that the intangibles of this game are more important than necessarily what takes place on the line. Because if we handle those intangibles, they're not better than we are. And they can't win this game.
Right. Absolutely. Well said. Logan?
Oh, at 3, I had trust your coaching. Trust what's gotten you this far, and gotten you in this situation to potentially, create a playoff berth. 2 is get the ball to your playmakers, and our playmakers have to make big time plays. Thirdly, figure the kicking game out.
Nice.
Ever how that.
Great save there. Great save there. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for saving me some editing. Dylan Kearns, keys to the game in sunny Los Angeles, California.
Maybe we should bring Urban in so he can kick our kicker. But anyway, let's take a look at what they need to do. Okay.
Yeah.
I like JR's method. You got to start fast. One of the reasons we had an opening drive touchdown. We got a three and out, and we got an opening drive touchdown against Army. That really controlled the pace from that point on. And I have a note here that is a playoff note. I was going to save it for the playoffs, but we got to get there first. I want Jeremiah Love. I know that Price is good. I know that Payne, like everyone else in that backfield, is good. Aeneas. Everyone can run the ball. I don't care. Give Jeremiah Love 20 carries. I want 20 carries for Jeremiah. Run him into the ground. Because like you said yesterday, it could be a factor. There could be a chance where he transfers. There could be a chance. Like, you might as well use your weapons while you got him. Treat it like he's in a contract year. Treat it as in he's in a draft year. Because you may not be in this spot next year. You're in a spot right now to go win a national championship. And if you protect Jeremiah Love because you want to save his carries and save what he can do, that's a problem. Run the hell out of Love. Score fast. And number 3, piggybacking off of Logan. Don't have this game come down to special teams. Win it with touchdowns. Make sure you're capitalizing on those drives. You cannot kick field goals and expect to win.
Field goals, Logan and I have a saying, field goals get you beat. And I think our field goal kicker will get you beat, quite frankly. My keys to the game, press their wide receivers. I think if we play a little, press them up. Play up on their wide receivers, please, please, please. Use different wide receivers. We've seen how good it has been to get a lot of people involved. Faison, Greathouse, Collins, everybody. Get everybody involved, and I think we'll be all right. Lastly, no penalties. We've seen time and time again throughout the season, penalties calling back, big plays for us, touchdowns, massive yardage gains. No penalties. I want a clean game. I think that's the big key to the victory, especially with how we have been going lately. All right, we'll move into our picks. We'll start with some college basketball. It's Thanksgiving week, which means there's a lot of major basketball happening around the country this week. The standings through week quote 3. JR is 9-7. I find myself sitting in second place at 8-8. Dylan, check that. Logan is 6-10. and Dylan is 5-11. So let's start with that. We'll start with the picks here in college basketball. Tuesday's games, a loaded slate tonight. San Diego State and number 21 Creighton, 2:30 p.m. on TBS as part of the Players Invitational.
Creighton.
San Diego State.
Creighton really laid an egg against Nebraska the other night. I like Creighton to bounce back in a neutral setting in Las Vegas. Another game in the Players Era Invitational, we have Oregon and number 20 Texas A&M, 4:30 on TNT.
Give me Buzzy and A&M.
Buzz.
A&M.
The Quacks are undefeated. That's all right. We'll go with the Aggies.
Yes, I am going with Texas A&M as well. Number 6 Houston and number 9 Alabama, 8 p.m.
Planet Houston.
Yeah, I'll go Houston.
I'm a big Kelvin guy. I got to roll with the Cougars in this ball game as well. Number 1 Kansas and number 11 Duke, 9 p.m. on ESPN.
Oh, boy, Duke looked really good at Arizona. Nice pick there, boys. I'm going to ride Duke here again.
Duke.
Jayhawks.
Give me the Kansas Jayhawks in this ball game as well. Rutgers and Notre Dame, 10:30 p.m. on TBS.
How the hell do you lose to Elon?
Elon Musk. That was bad. We had turnovers. We could not rebound to save our lives, and it was just we couldn't shoot the ball well. It was a bad game.
80 plus on.
Yeah. We couldn't guard either.
Defense, rebounding, turnovers, free throws. There's the pillars, Logan, that we've discussed. Give me Notre Dame.
You just listed everything we don't do.
Right.
Shout out Carter Lamont. Thanks. Give me the who are we even picking?
Notre Dame.
I was in a good mood, and then we started talking about my team. Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Game day tomorrow.
I trust Tay Davis and company to bounce back. Also, this is I don't know if were you going to avoid Auburn, North Carolina, because this is not tonight.
We're not picking Garrett Heritage.
Notre Dame plays Thursday at 12:30 in the morning.
I'm aware, but I'm talking Tuesday. We play Houston Thursday morning, Dylan.
That's right.
I know when we play, bud.
Yeah, you're right.
I got it all good. And I'm not picking any of the bracket games because we don't know who's playing.
Right.
Wednesday's games, Louisville and number 14 Indiana. You could call this another test for the Hoosiers, noon on ESPN.
Give me IU.
You're so sour. IU.
Yeah, they heard the phrase that they're basketball school, so they're gonna come back.
Louisville is awful. Give me IU. 20 Texas A&M and number 21 Creighton, two of Logan's favorite coaches in the game, going head to head Wednesday night 6:30 on HBO Max. Wow.
Where's this game at? It's a tournament,
it's in
right?
Vegas, yeah. Wow. HBO Max.
Wow. This is a good game. Give me the Blue Jays.
Ooh.
I think McDermott will be hot on the craps table pregame, so give me the Creighton as well. I don't take Buzz. I don't take Buzz as a double 11 kind of guy.
Good go with A&M.
Man, I'm rolling with Dylan a lot today. That's scary.
A&M is never mind. I'll stay.
I'm rolling with Dylan a lot today. That's scary. Give me A&M. We got Rutgers and number 9 Alabama, 10 p.m. on TBS on Wednesday. Rutgers, I want to say, they lost to Kennesaw State on the road, by the way. That's another loss that you just kind of like, huh?
They just played somewhat tough, though, didn't they?
I don't know. Thanks for yawning. Real professional there. JR, are you with us, or should we move on?
Yeah, no, Bama.
Bama.
Roll them.
Yeah, I think the Tide are going to roll in this one. And then lastly, we'll move to Thursday morning, Wednesday night, whatever. Notre Dame and number 6 Houston, 12:30 a.m. on TBS.
Say that again.
Notre Dame and number 6 Houston,
Notre Dame's
12:30.
playing Houston, huh?
12:30 in the morning on TBS.
Yikes, Houston.
Yeah.
Houston by 30.
Yeah, I was about to say
That's why I was like, what?
It's gonna kill them. You imagine like our time, midnight 30. Let's play some ball.
I will be coming home from watching the Garrett Railroaders defeating the Heritage Patriots, getting a huge opening season road victory. And then I will turn on the TV to see the Blues lose to the Devils. And then I'll watch the Houston Cougars defeat the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in a close battle. I do not think we get blown out.
You gonna parlay those three?
Freaking Elon.
I am not old enough to gamble, Dylan. Number 18, Florida, Wake Forest, 2:30 p.m. on ESPN.
Florida.
Give me Florida. Oh shit.
Dylan?
Yeah, you know what? They're undefeated. They're letting it ride. Let's ride the wave. Go with the Gators.
Give me the Deacons in an upset in this ball game. Number 19, Arkansas, Calipari taking on Illinois, 4 p.m. on CBS. Happy Thanksgiving. You can watch two of the fiery coaches on CBS on Thanksgiving afternoon.
Yeah, give me Illinois.
Ooh.
Illinois.
I would like to sidebar this. 4 o'clock on Thanksgiving. Not a fan. Not a fan of several sports playing on the NFL slate. I know Cooper Rush, Tommy DeVito isn't very attractive television, but at the same time, leave it for football. That said, give me Arkansas.
I like the Razorbacks in this one. Last basketball pick. I think it's going to be a doozy of a ball game. Two of the most improved teams of the season. Pitt at Ohio State, 2:30 on Peacock. Watch out for these two teams this year, folks.
Yeah, Ohio State. They're not bad. Deebs. Yeah, give me Ohio State.
I'm going to roll with the Buckeyes as well.
Zero State. Sorry. Zero State.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
I'm multitasking here.
They love Diebler here.
They
I'm
do.
going to go with OSU.
I'm rolling with the Pitt Panthers in the upset in this ball game on the road. We'll move along here to week 14. The standings are as follows in college football. Myself in first place at 247 and 71. Logan moves into second place. He's creating a little gap on Frenchie over there. 242 and 76. JR 239 and 79. And Dylan 224 and 94. Prison inmate game of the week. UConn at UMass. You think I was going to let this one slip away? Noon on ESPN+.
UMass, not bad at Georgia.
Without their coach.
Yeah, that being said, I'm not going to pick them after just playing Georgia. Give me UConn.
UConn.
This is the Battle of Independence, huh? This is our conference. Give me the
better than the SEC.
I like UConn in this one as well. They're going to have an 8-4 season. That's crazy. That's the first time it's happened in a while. NC State at North Carolina, 3:30 on the ACC network.
Can you say the well?
Huh?
Can you say the days as well?
Yes, this is on Saturday.
Okay, so it's just easier for me.
Yeah.
The line is 3.5, North Carolina.
Yeah. Well,
NC State trying to become bowl eligible. North Carolina trying to go from the McDonald's All-American Bowl to Jersey Mike's.
It's a hell of an
All right,
upgrade.
I'm back. Did I lose you?
Nope. Did you hear
What's the line? Yeah, North Carolina State, right? 3.5 for who? North Carolina?
Yes, sir.
Give me NC State.
North Carolina.
Give me the Tar Heels.
I like North Carolina in this one as well. We'll move along to the non-ranked games. Some games on the slate that I love in rivalry week, and it's why they're on there. Nebraska at Iowa, Friday night, 7:30 on NBC. Black Friday football.
At Iowa. Give me Iowa.
Ooh. The Georgia games Friday as well. Give me Iowa.
Man, we really know how to get off track on this show.
Mm-hmm.
It was random as hell.
Give me the Cornhuskers.
Oh.
No. Hawkeyes.
Oh, what I already written?
Oh.
You have no marbles. Give me Iowa at home at Kinnick Stadium. Florida at Florida State on ESPN2. This is Friday, I believe. Right? I think it's Saturday. I'm sorry. That's my apologies. It's Saturday.
It's a head nod.
No, come on.
Gator bait, Florida.
What did I tell you guys?
I don't know.
Okay. You tell us.
I told you. What did you tell us? I said that once they extended Napier, they're going to start playing for him. And you guys laughed. And that's all they've done.
I did. I laughed at your ass. I did.
And they've been playing hard for him. This Lagway kid's going to be a beast next year. Give me the Gators.
I like Florida in this ball game as well. Billy Napier kind of making a name for himself down there in Gainesville. Louisville, Kentucky, noon on the SEC network.
Boy, Louisville, they've kind of fallen apart. They got some problems internally, I think. Kentucky, they went down and played admirably against Texas. Give me Snoops, Kentucky.
Louisville.
Kentucky just benched their quarterback Vandegrift for a freshman just to try to get him some reps to end the year. So go ahead and give me the Cardinals.
And I'm going with Louisville as well. I think they got the better team and the better coach. Kansas at Baylor, two of the hottest teams in college football, go head-to-head at noon on ESPN2.
Line, please.
It's a pick 'em. Kansas -1.
I'm going to ride Kansas. They're going to lose to Duke and hoops, but they're going to win in football.
They have two good wins. I'm going to go Baylor.
Bears.
I'm going with the Kansas Jayhawks. Again, I said it before I said this game. I'll say it now. Two of the hottest teams in college football. Give me the Jayhawks in this one. West Virginia at Texas Tech, noon on FS1 again. JR alluded to it in the group chat and yesterday's show. Both of these teams are still mathematically alive for the Big 12 championship.
Give me the Red Raiders, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Yep, they're going to survive and win.
I have zero faith. You know how I feel about West Virginia. They burnt me a lot this year. Give me the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Boom, boom. Pitt at Boston College, 3 p.m. on the CW network.
Well, they belong on the CW. Both of these programs have also kind of scaled off.
I know. Jeez.
Uncle Pat, what's he doing for Thanksgiving? Is he stuffing the bird? Oh, man.
Line is Boston College -5.
Yeah, I'll go BC.
I'm riding BC as well.
B.O.B. BC.
Give me Boston College as well. Our final non-ranked game of the week, we have Oklahoma at LSU, 7 p.m. on ESPN.
Where's Brian Kelly eating Thanksgiving dinner? Wow. Nobody's thankful for him down there.
His
I think it's going to be.
His daughter's eating it at a random guy's house.
Yeah, I bet.
She's a whore. It's known.
Eating a tall salad. Give me BK. He gotta have it his way on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Overdone stuffing.
Yeah, that's what he does well. Give me BK.
Extra cranberry sauce for BK. He wins.
Yeah, Oklahoma coming off its biggest win since last season's Texas game. Give me LSU. I like him in this spot. I don't like Venables in this spot. All right, we'll move along to the ranked matchups here. And a disclaimer, the college football playoff rankings come out the night that we record the show. We record it Tuesday morning. They come out, obviously, Tuesday night. So this is last week's rankings. And with that being said, we'll go along. Memphis, this is a big game. Memphis at number 20, Tulane, Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. on ESPN.
Head nod.
Tulane.
This is not a head nod. This is a huge game in the AAC.
All right, well, it's
Tulane's favorite 16 points. Give me Tulane.
Wow. I'm rolling with Tulane, but I don't think they roll.
We just all cleared them by a landslide.
Yeah, but that's not a head nod pick. Is like frickin' Purdue and Oregon. This is 9-2 versus 9-2. Oregon State. This is a head nod pick. Oregon State at number 12, Boise State, Friday night, 12 p.m. on Fox.
Hold on. Did Oregon State beat Washington State?
They did. In Corvallis.
So, and BYU, who's this? Boise struggled against Wyoming, correct?
Yes, they did.
All right. I'll take Boise, but
watch
the
out.
Line's 20.5.
Watch out.
Give me Boise.
Yeah, Janty, he's just the dog, man.
Give me the Broncos in this one. Oklahoma State, who has lost 8 straight, travels to Boulder to take on number 16 Colorado, Friday night, 12 p.m. on ABC. I don't think Colorado makes the top 25, though.
They got intoxicated, Dion said. He was right. Give me Colorado.
Bounce
Big
back.
buck.
Ooh, I'm going with Colorado in a bounce back spot as well. That'd be 9 straight losses to end the year for Gundy and the Pokes. Mississippi State at number 9 and falling Ole Miss. Friday night, 3:30 p.m. on ABC. Now, I think the main question is, do they win this game by 30 or more? Yeah.
Head nod.
Yeah, I know. This is an absolute head nod pick. Georgia Tech at number 10, Georgia. Friday night, 7:30 p.m. on ABC.
See, like all that pressure that got to, Ole Miss.
Yes.
That got to Ole Miss. It could get to Boise in that spot.
It could get to Georgia.
It could get to Georgia here against a pretty good Georgia Tech team who played them tight last year. But I think Georgia's going to be okay here. Give me Kirby.
Georgia
big.
I like Georgia in a tight one. I think they're tested on a Friday night. Those Friday night games, man, short week.
Keep an eye on that officiating crew, too. See where they're from.
Right. Michigan at number 2, Ohio State, 12 p.m. on Fox. Logan's favorite team, the Michigan Wolverines.
I'm living in constant hell this week listening to these people. Really. That's 0 State.
Logan. Put the damn turkey back in the fridge. Oh.
Back like we never left. All
right, now go put the turkey back in the fridge, please.
Give me
that's hilarious.
By a million. Me and my friend have been waiting for this day for the last 2 years.
He can see himself out. Give me Michigan.
What?
There's a reason.
Michigan?
I'm taking Michigan strictly because it's going to be 24 degrees. Ohio State lost 2 linemen. I don't trust them to be able. I know they have outside weapons. I know they're a better team. There is no doubt about Ohio State is light years better than Michigan. But this is a game that has so much pressure on Ryan Day that's kind of being overlooked. Michigan has a good defense. They have a solid run game. And that's something in cold weather that I think plays to their advantage. I think it's going to be a close, low-scoring game. And maybe the Buckeyes win close, but I'm going to take my chances here and pick the Wolverines.
What's the line?
21.
Wow.
That might be either the worst pick of the year or the best pick of the year. We'll see come 3 p.m.
Is that the biggest line in this game's history?
It's up there.
I mean,
You're talking probably 6-7 straight years of
that is high.
Both really good teams. Yeah, especially in that type of.
I like Ohio State to cover. Give me the Buckeyes. I'm just going to say that. I like them outright to cover. Big. No, they're going to make a statement. 3 straight years of losing to Michigan. They started this whole cheating scandal, which thank you. You know what? I thank Zero State for bringing this to light. Give me the Buckeyes by a million.
Maybe Ryan Day will do his bullshit he did against Indiana where he doesn't swallow his pride and he sneaks it in instead of taking a knee. Prick.
Cry about it. Stop. Get a stop. Get a stop. I hate the word running it up. I don't think there is no running it up. Get a stop. Number 11, Tennessee at Vanderbilt. Noon on ABC. Can the Commodores do it one more time to create some chaos in the college football playoff world? They've done it twice already. Can they do it again?
No. Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. You guys are no fun.
It's crystal clear. I'm picking the Volunteers.
Oh, you got a new one.
Yeah, I'm going with Rocky Top in this ball game as well. Number 18, South Carolina. At number 17, Clemson. Noon on ESPN. This used to be the Dylan Kearns Bowl. It is not anymore.
Sadly. Wish it was still.
2.5. JR.
Yeah, this is a really good game. This is a true home game for Clemson?
Yes. They don't.
Correct?
Yeah, they don't do neutral site games in this ball or neutral sites in this game.
I'll take bring your own Dabo. Give me Clemson.
Yeah, South Carolina on the road's different from them being at home. Give me Clemson.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Let's hear the thing.
No, I think so. Dabo's only 9-6 against the Cox. You'd think it'd be more with the teams he's had. So that's definitely something to factor in here. This is where game day should have been, by the way.
Dylan, a lot of those 9 wins came in the national championship of college football playoff runs, too, for Clemson. So he had a losing record before he got all that talent. So
right.
Yeah.
And this is the first year Carolina feels like they can compete in that game. So give me Carolina. Let's do it.
I'm rolling right there with you. Give me South Carolina on the road to take down BYOG. Clemson's played 2 real teams this season. They've gotten beaten both. I think they get beat in all 3 of their marquee matchups of the season. UTSA and number 19 Army, 12 p.m. on the CBS Sports Network. We'll move along here because UTSA is awful.
No. Knew you were going to try to do this. The line started this week at 9.5. It is now 6.5. The bet of the week, I'm doing the same thing I did with Virginia last week. UTSA covers this freaking 6.5.
Do they win outright?
God, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be a close game. I could see that. I'm gonna roll with Army because I got a lot on the line. But
you're gonna apply the theory, huh?
Yeah, I'm applying the theory to this one as well.
We'll see. We'll see if
Their Army's quarterback took a beating.
Oh man,
He
did.
I don't know how that dude's gonna. Yeah.
And you know what's even more impressive? Thanks for getting your ass beat. Now get back to training camp.
Right.
That's truly impressive. That's why I have so much respect for this service academy.
See you in line at 4 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Number 25, Illinois at Northwestern, the Battle of Illinois, noon on the Big Ten Network.
Bielema, Illinois.
Illinois.
They should have kept the football field on Wrigley for this. It'd have been so cool. That said, give me Bielema.
That is a good idea, though. I don't know why they wouldn't make that a neutral site game instead
Because
of
they're going back to that stupid thing. It's like they're playing at Navy Pier.
Yeah, no
Or
kidding.
than Soldier.
Right, that would have worked.
Nobody wants to play in that small stadium. Maryland at number 4, Penn State, 3:30 on the Big Ten Network. Penn State struggled on the road at Minnesota. At home, though, I think I'm going to do this a head nod pick. Is that everybody in agreement with that?
Yes.
I think they're going to beat Maryland pretty handedly here. Here's another game that could be up for grabs, quite frankly. I don't think there is a clear winner in the Iron Bowl. Auburn at number 7, Alabama, 3:30 p.m. on ABC. That just feels wrong, not saying 3:30 on CBS. That just feels weird.
Yeah, give me Bama.
Bama.
Oh.
I'm a jackass. They are playing that game at Wrigley, by the way. But yeah, give me Bama.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I like Alabama in this one as well at home. Can you imagine if they lose 4 games in the regular season and to cap it off, they lose to a bad Auburn team at home to end the regular season? Oh my God, that'd be awful. Give me Bama. Number 8, Miami at Syracuse, 3:30 on ESPN.
Ooh, tricky game here. Miami.
God, I spread 11.
Miami struggled at first against Wake Forest. I believe that was a 21-14 halftime score.
Struggled in a lot of those games. I don't know if they beat the Qs by 11.
Ooh.
Man. Give me Syracuse. What do I have to lose, fellas? Give me the journalism school.
This might be your last week in the picks.
Give me the fighting Taricos.
Yeah. Give me Miami in this one. But if Syracuse wins it, that would be elite because that opens the door for one team in the ACC. Right now, I think they get 2 in if Miami keeps winning. That could create some
If Miami
chaos.
loses and South Carolina wins, do the Cox make it?
I could see it, but then Miami would have to lose in the ACC title because that would, man. See, Clemson needs to win. They need Miami to lose. That's what needs to happen. That's really what Miami's rooting for. Cal at number 13, SMU, 3:30 on ESPN2. Just your typical normal day ACC matchup right here.
Yeah, right. SMU.
SMU.
Pony up, bitches.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Dylan. Number 21, Arizona State at Arizona, 3:30 on Fox.
Arizona State, but watch out. Watch out.
Arizona State.
Sun Devils, they're hot.
I like Arizona State in this ball game as well. They'll punch their ticket to the Big 12 title and 60 minutes away from a college football playoff. Arkansas at number 23, Missouri, 3:30 on the SEC Network.
Mizzou.
This is tricky, Missouri. Watch out.
Not tricky. Give me the Tigers.
Ooh. I like drink it up, folks. Drink it up. Purdue at number 5, Indiana, 7 p.m. on FS1, a night game in Bloomington.
Oh, Boilers coming to town.
Yeah, Indiana might win this game 40-7.
Oh, yeah, give me the Hoosiers.
We have not seen a pissed off Signetti before. Let's see what happens. Give me the Hoosiers big.
Tough though. On a physical game of Ohio State won't be easy as people assume.
Lando.
We got somebody MIA here.
Where Landon. Oh, he's getting prepped for something.
Yeah. Had to get something.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, like yeah.
You know it's always F Purdue. I don't care if they're playing. Give me IU big. Washington at number 1, Oregon, 7:30 on NBC.
Give me the Ducks.
Yep. Heading out here, Oregon.
Yeah, there we
If
go.
they look like a duck and quack like a duck, they gonna duck.
Yeah, give me Oregon here big. Game of the week by far. Number 3, Texas at number 15, Texas A&M, 7:30 on ABC. The winner is headed to Atlanta to take on the Georgia Bulldogs of the SEC title.
What a game.
Mm-hmm.
Line?
6, Texas.
Texas.
Knew that was going to happen.
And this is not a Friday game?
No, Saturday night in College Station.
Wow. This used to be a Friday afternoon game.
Really?
Give me Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've only seen like one, I think in my lifetime. They haven't played in a long time. I think the last time they played, it ended on a field goal. I remember that.
Yeah, this used to be every Friday.
Who you rolling with, JR?
Texas.
God. I'm going to do it. Give me A&M.
Good for Notre Dame.
Horns. The ones rolling with the horns. Yeah, steers and
Yeah, stay right there. There, cha-cha. Easy there, Rocky Balboa.
For its goodbye to Texas University. Saw varsity's horns off. Give me the Texas A&M Fighting Aggies. A&M to the SEC championship game. Kansas State, another team who's still alive in the Big 12, taking on number 22 Iowa State, another team who's still alive in the Big 12, 7:30 on Fox.
Where is this?
It's at Iowa State.
Iowa State.
-3, Coach.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going Iowa State. K-State's a different team on the road.
Give me the Cyclones.
We cycloning it.
I'm rolling with K-State in the upset on the road in this ball game. Iowa State played awful against Utah. They have played awful the last 4 weeks. Give me the Wildcats on the road. Nevada at number 24 UNLV, 8 p.m. on the CBS Sports Network. Nevada played Boise State tough a few weeks ago.
Yeah, give me UNLV.
Yeah, UNLV.
Give me these slots.
Give me UNLV in this one. Last one before the main event. Houston at number 14 BYU, 10:15 p.m. on ESPN.
Houston, been playing better.
Yeah, they've improved as the year has gone on.
Yeah. Good coach there. Give me the Mormons.
BYU.
I'm in love with the Mormons, Landon.
My voice was so high at that point in time. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
I'm in love with the Mormons, Dylan. Jeez, 2020. Give me the Mormons to bounce back. And I think that would make it a Arizona State BYU Big 12 title game. Interesting. Number 6, Notre Dame at USC, 3:30 p.m. on CBS. It's a 12:30 game in LA.
Say that again.
Pisses me off.
This isn't it. This isn't a 7:30 game.
Nope.
No.
CBS too. Welcome to the Big Ten, USC.
Oh wow, that's gonna be like 1988 all over. Back on CBS with the theme song. Wow. Shalom. Happy Thanksgiving. Stuff the bird. I like my stuffing a little well done here. You know, we're gonna go out to the West Coast. I think we're gonna put Trojan Man on the burner. I don't think we got much to worry about, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got Notre Dame 34, Trojan Man 23. I'm confident.
Is the 34 a missed PAT?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
You jackass.
I am going to go with Notre Dame 31, USC 16.
Wow. Don't ban me. USC 27, Notre Dame 21. It's a Marcus Freeman legacy game, in my opinion. I'm scared. I don't think our secondary's been tested with these weapons. This quarterback started for a full year at UNLV before he came there. He's not a bad quarterback. Not a lot of tape on him during his time at USC. I'm scared for this game. I think you mentioned their secondary is their weakness. I don't think we can pass the ball as good as that. I think they can stop. There are a lot of history's not on our side. 12:30 across the country. This game screams you have to bring everything, and we can't kick the ball, which is another problem. So I have a lot of problems in my head that are outweighing my heart at this moment.
Dylan, I'm not going to ban you. You would have been banned a long time ago when you picked frickin' Purdue to beat Notre Dame in football. So you're not getting banned. Listen, you made great points, Dylan, and you're not wrong on any of them. Except I think the Irish take care of business 27-24 with a field goal.
Can you imagine we had a walk-off field goal from 55?
I think we get it right. Our special teams coach is phenomenal. He does a good job. I think we get it right. And we fix things that need to be fixed. I think it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a 4-quarter battle. USC doesn't get blown out. They're improving as the year has gone on. Dylan, like I said, I would not be shocked if we lost this game. It is a Marcus Freeman letdown special. You're right. But I like the Irish 27-24. That is Saturday at 3:30 p.m. on the East Coast on CBS. You can catch the college football playoff rankings show tonight, Tuesday night, on ESPN. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish men's basketball team are in action 3 times this week. Tonight, Tuesday, tomorrow, or Thursday morning at 12:30 a.m., and then a to-be-determined game on Saturday afternoon in Las Vegas. We are back on Monday to recap the USC Notre Dame football game. We will see you then. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody, and God bless.